Hey, moneymakers and goal breakers. I'm G Marie, a millennial wife and mom of two. And here on my channel, I talk about all things digital planning, productivity, organization, and finance with an emphasis on budgeting and retirement prep. And every now and then, we talk a little business. I'm documenting my journey towards becoming debt free and investing in my future so I can live my best freaking life in retirement. And in the process, I hope to inspire you to take control of your financial future as well. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to Come Chill with Your Girl. I appreciate you. You are a real one. So as the title of the video says, we are doing my monthly budget for May. And May is another special month because it is a magic month. So that means that we will have an extra payday in the month of May. So let's see what joys May can bring, because April was a really good month for me. So I was content and satisfied with April. So we're going to jump into my digital planner and we're going to go to May. So this is my May calendar with all the bills that are due and my paydays. So I am technically paid on Friday. So because I have Wells Fargo, I get paid 2 days earlier. And the deposit usually hits between after the closing of the banking day, the business day, and like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So now when I get that deposit, I sit down and I budget for the week because I pretty much have the money and I know what the total is. So I'll sit down, budget, and then I'll also sit there and also start paying some of my bills that are going to be paid with that paycheck, whether they're due or not. I will go ahead and initiate paying the bill. So if my bill is due in like 2, 3 days, now it's getting paid. But besides the automated subscriptions and stuff like that, they come out. You can't like really pay those early. Rent was actually this has already been paid. So this is my half of the rent is what I try to pay each month. My husband will put in like a large lump sum, and I'll just fill in the gap of what's left over to pay the remainder. But normally, this is what I try to at least do to make sure that I am paying half of the rent. So that's rent. And let's see, cell phone, I believe is, yep, it's due on the 6th. And that is this month 144. Utilities, I think, is like 120. I'm going to pay 125. And then for these, it's going to be four. To come back and fill this in, I have to do the math. I have it on my other sheet. But my savings goal for the month is, I have to also go on my sheet. Car payment, I just recently went from a car to a truck. I had no car payment to now having a car payment. So I don't have to make a payment for like the next 90 days or so. But yeah, it is 90 days with the credit union that we went with. But I am still going to make payments probably like this month, or at least for June, just so we can start knocking that down, because I want to get that paid off as soon as possible. So I have to go look to see, or basically just, put what I can. So I'll have a number here eventually in the next couple of days or so. And then I do have some subscriptions that are due on the 21st and the 22nd. I have Apple, and then I have my Canva Pro. So now we can go into what's due on the 7th. Oh, Wi-Fi. Yeah, Wi-Fi is due on the 7th. And that is $45. $45.95, I think it is. Okay. What else is due? Yep, car insurance. So my car insurance did go up as well. Not by much though. Not by much. So that wasn't a major okay, so these are my bills for the month of May. And now we're going to go over to my financial goal. So this month I have the same goal as I did for the month of April, but this month I'm being a little bit more specific and adding a number to it. So I want to reduce that from 6K down to 5,300, like 5,360. And also I have another goal of no borrowing, no charging, nothing. If I ain't got it in my pocketbook or in my bank account, don't charge anything. So that's one of my goals for May. But mainly the main focus is going to be reducing the debt. Okay, so my monthly budget, we are going to start with my income. I am expecting $4,013 because I think I'm being really conservative per usual because my income last month was 4,000 and something. So, being that this is a magic month and we have an extra paycheck in here, I'm anticipating that it may be a little bit, not a little bit higher, but it'll be higher, but I'm still being conservative. But also too, I did call out the other day. So and being that I'm part-time, I don't accrue PTO. So that basically was a day not paid. But I did do a decent amount of patients to make up for that day. So for the entire week. So it shouldn't really be um, it really shouldn't be too much of a difference in my paycheck. So I am expecting the 5 paychecks from my part-time job, which is the visiting nurse. And then I don't have any scheduled shifts at my per diem job yet, but if they do call on a day that I can do like a third shift, I will definitely take it because this job right here helps me to contribute to my 401k. So that is one of my goals for this year. So I definitely try to take as much hours as I can do at my per diem job. But mainly there, I like to only do third shift at the moment. It just, works for me. And I've always kind of been a third shift girl. So if they call me with anything that's third shift on a day that I don't have to work the next morning, you best to believe I'm taking it. And then the rewards, that is from Rakuten. That's just the rewards that I've already accrued and that they have scheduled to be paid out in May. I was able to see it on my dashboard, so I just included it here in my monthly budget. So now next we're going to go down to debt reduction. And remember, my goal for the month is reducing debt. So this is the amount that I believe I have to pay in order to reach the goal of going from 6K to like I think it's what 5360. And the total is $687. So that is my budget. And hopefully with the extra paycheck and me being conservative, I best believe if I can, I'm going to throw some extra money on this debt as well. I'm going to try to be very, what's the word? I'm gonna try my best to be very productive with that extra paycheck. I want to make sure that it goes to things that really need to be touched and really need to be brought down. So I'm gonna try my best to be very intentional with that extra paycheck. So I am going to do my best to make sure that it goes towards paying debt, especially since I'm being conservative with my budget as it is not really incorporating that extra paycheck. But at the same time, too, I did make 4K last month, and I had to take into consideration that I did call out last week. So, okay, so now we're going to go over to savings and investing. I am budgeting to be $680 this month. I definitely, as always, I pay myself first, so I will be putting some money into my SOS fund, and then I have to stuff some sinking fund envelope. And the reason the sinking fund envelopes is so high this month is because I am putting a large chunk of money towards the next quarter's water bill. So I do a sinking fund for my quarterly water bill, and then my 52-week challenge is $100, and I want to also, on top of everything, I want to also invest $100 into my Roth. This month, I'm not putting anything into Zion 529. So, yes, for the month of May, 680. And now we're going to go down to badass fixed and variable expenses. These are them step kids that just be acting up every month, I swear. These are them badass kids that you just don't want to take nowhere because they always giving you problems. Not really my bills. Not my bills. My bills, I know what they are every month. They don't change. It be these damn variable discretionary expenses that be kicking my ass. Like I just want to drop it off to the first safe haven, I swear. But okay, so for rent and utilities, I am budgeting $975. And then, like I said, I did go from no car payment to a car payment and an increase in insurance. So I am budgeting $220. And my cell phone bill is $144. Groceries, we did go over budget in groceries last month. I budgeted $300 and we were at $400. So I'm trying to you know, gauge that a little better. Either I need to really just start allocating more funds or I need to cut down on it is 3 of us. It's 2 adults and 1 child. So I don't know and I don't know how much less, because I do like 100 and some change a week on groceries. I don't know how much less I can go with that. And for household, I am budgeting 100. This month I want to get my nails done and I also want to do my eyebrows. I probably need to increase this number because I do want to get a pedicure now that I think about it. Now that the weather is picking up, this time, about to be out in these streets. Baby, I'm about to be out in these streets. And I'm only playing. So I will not be out in these streets this spring or summer. So with all of this category includes both my bills, my monthly bills, and my discretionary spending, along with some business subscriptions. So I am budgeting $2,505 for these, and we shall see at the end of the month what partakes. Because last month I think I was over almost $300 in over budget in this category. I've come very far though. I really have. So $300, if you only knew what it was before that, like months like last year or so, I'm getting better. And that's the thing with personal finance when you start this journey and that debt-free journey and just being more intentional with your money. It does take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to do a lot of trial and error. You have to do a lot of seeing what works for you and your money and your goals. So it's a lot of trial and error and it takes time. But trust me, once you get that system that works for you to make it run, and it gets even better once you start automating it. I've done it before. This is not my first rodeo with this process. So that's what I'm trying to get back to where I don't even have to really think about anything at night. I can just lay my head down and just know everything is paid. I got money in my savings. My investments are being, invested into. That's the light at the end of the tunnel that I'm trying to get to right now. So, okay, so this was my monthly budget for the month of May. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when I come back at the end of the month, beginning of the next month, and I close this out to see what my numbers are, to see did I stay within the budget? Am I way over budget? Did I do good? Make sure to hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you get the notification when I upload the closeout. You guys, because like I said, May is magic May, and I think it's going to be a really, really good month for a lot of us who are on this journey. Once again, thank you so much. If you've reached the end of this video, I love when y'all reach the end of the video. That just means y'all really are some real ones with me. Like y'all here for me, and I love it. And if you missed it and you're interested in knowing how my April went, go ahead and click the card up here so you can watch my April closeout. April was a really good month. I had some wins. Till next time, ladies, always do your best, become wiser, stronger, and better every day.